Before beginning this exercise, you may want to pull up your student underscore wireframe example EXPG page 2 underscore 3.ai. Again, remember to open it from Illustrator CC and you will see the different layers. If you open up from a previous version, you may not see the layers that are on the screen right now. So once you've done that, you should see the Snap menu page, and you see in the layers menu here, Snap menu page, outside border, Snap logo. So I'm giving those to you to get started. Let me just show you those three layers. Snap menu, of course, the border, this black border appears, and I'm giving you a placeholder for the Snap logo. All right, so there's a start. And what color is that logo, that stroke on that rectangle going to be? To point that green. And here it is down here in the swatches. So obviously you see maybe some of the colors we're going to be working on for this example. Okay, hang on. I'm going to go back to my instructor wireframe, and I'm going to go through the different layers, and we're going to be doing those together. So as mentioned, you have been given the Snap logo, but I want you now on that layer. Remember, you have to highlight the layer and you need to unlock it to work on it. I want you to add the word logo, kitchen. I want you to add to your top navigation. I want you to add menu, stores, blog. Okay, so it's going to look like that. And then one more green coating, and then we'll go back to yours and do that together. Join our mailing list. I want you to join their mailing list. Now, interestingly enough, I copied directly from the home screen and just went ahead and made copies for this menu. And note that pretty much the logo stays in place, the menu, stores, but it is a little bit different when you get to the menu page, and that's something with web pages. You would think things would be in the exact same spot if they repeat from screen to screen. Sometimes not, and that might be an issue with the coding, with the programmer, or just somebody being a little careless. So hopefully everything matches so you can just do a repeat as you go from screen to screen. All right, so let's go back to your example and let's add in our top navigation and join our mailing list. Okay, so well, we don't have those layers, so we need to create a new layer. New layer. There it is. Well, we know I want it in the color green. I've asked you to do that. There it is. And how about we call that top navigation? And remember, labeling is really important, okay? Well, there it is. How nice is that? Let's move it up underneath the logo where we want it to be. There we go. And that is the layer then we'll work on. And this is pretty simple. We can do it two ways. If you come up to your Snap logo and just highlight the rectangle, you can do a copy, paste in place, and just move it over to the right, and that takes a little bit of time. So you might just want to hold your Shift key down and move it over, match it pretty good. There we go. Right over to menu. All right, little adjustments. We know we've got that. Check it out. Is the stroke 2 point? Yes, it is. Wonderful. But now I do want you to add the words menu, stores, blog, and the 3 little ellipses. So go ahead and do that. Add your Snap Kitchen logo plus kitchen and see how you do there. I'm going to lock those 2 layers. Ask you to do a layer for join our mailing list, so we need to create a new layer. And again, you can do it from this top drop-down menu right there, or from down here right there. You can create a new layer. All right, We know layer 5 also wants it to be in the green. And what did I call that? Well, that was easy. Join our mailing list. There it is. Asked you to do the box, another box. Well, there we go too. Again, it's just a repeat of this one if you want to get this exact same height. And we do, you can do a copy there with your navigation rectangle. There it is. Now what's happening there? What's the problem? Well, I copied the rectangle around the Snap logo. Let's go back there. But I didn't move it to the right layer. So this top navigation box is actually, as you see, on the Snap logo layer. You see that because the little green button is over here. Well, that's an easy fix. Just go ahead and click on that little button, drag it down to where it's supposed to be. Let's lock the other two layers just to check. Take it off so you can't see it, and there it is. Okay, so these are easy things that can frustrate you, but take your time, look at your layers, make sure they're seen, locked, and items are on the same page. So let's take a look here now. If we want to copy this, okay, copy, what I really want to do now is lock that layer, go to join our mailing list layer, unlock, and I want to go ahead, we need to see the layer, and I want to paste in place. Okay, and again, if you just go ahead and move that over, hopefully it's the same height. There it is. Release. Yep, you see it there. There's our stamp logo. And again, I've asked you now, though, to come back and add the typography within those 3 boxes. All right, so you're going to have to maneuver that. It's going to be a little frustrating. You might want to move the boxes out of place. You might want to do the type outside and then move it in and change a side. But again, these are just basic tool skills that can be frustrating, but time to learn that. All right, let's go back to let's save. We want to save our document, don't we? Yes, we do. And I've given you directions on how to save those documents in the zip file in your assignment sheet. All right, let's go back to my instructor wireframe just for a second. Let's see, what else do I want you to do? Oh boy, okay, the menu dish image. Okay, looks like that's pretty simple, just all the boxes on the image. Yeah, okay, that's pretty easy, right? So let's go back to student and we'll do a menu dish image layer. What's the color? Kind of that burgundy color. All right, here we are. We want to add a layer. Let's do it from down here this time. And we want to name that menu dish image. No, we don't want it magenta. What color do we want it? We want it kind of that brownish burgundy color. Maybe that's good. That looks pretty good. And okay. And now let's make sure we lock our layers we're not working on. On that layer, you will begin to draw your rectangles. So let's just begin to draw rectangles. There we go. There's one. Let's do another one. Okay, do one here. Well, that's not very smart, is it? No. Let's use our guides. Let's use our guides and make sure that we're doing it the right way. All right, did I give you any guides? Why don't we check? All right, show guides. I sure did, didn't I? But I didn't give you all of the guides. You might want to be adding a few more as you work into the typography, the baseline of these. But I gave you a bunch of lines. Thing is, are they perfect guides? Remember that transform tool? Let's look way up. Well, they look pretty darn good, don't they? Okay, So no excuse not to get your rectangles in the perfect place, right? In the perfect place. So let's make sure that happens. Okay, let me move over again. There we go. So you've drawn all of your boxes, and then the next thing you're going to do is your menu dish descriptions. All of the magenta, note the magenta, quite a bit there. Let me take this image off. Quite a bit. And I am fine for this exercise if you want to repeat the beef stroganoff or whatever dish, but again, it should look as pretty close to what you're thinking. Let's see, on that also really want you to make sure that you're watching the alignment on your boxes. I'm watching for little things like that. Make it as perfect from the get-go as you can. All right, so let's just take one more look at your student wireframe. You'll have all the layers and you will save it.